Ladies and gentlemen, what did I tell you? What have I been telling you for the past 3 years? What have I been telling you, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 3 years? What did I write in the Huffington Post? Clinton 2020 is a reality. Get ready for 8 years of Trump. I wrote that 3 years ago in 2017, ladies and gentlemen. What have I been telling you? I was telling you when Joe Biden wasn't the front runner. When everyone was saying Biden's the front runner, I was saying Biden is not the front runner. There is no front runner. What did I tell you? Now Bernie is supposedly the front runner. He's not the front runner. Then now they're going to say Biden's going to be the front runner after Super Tuesday. Mayor Pete and Klobuchar would have done quite well. They would not have swept Super Tuesday. But why do you think they left? Klobuchar has a following. So does Pete Buttigieg. They have fans and people who are passionate about them. Not Bernie level passionate, but they have people who will, go door to door and say, vote for Mayor Pete, vote for Amy Klobuchar. Why did both drop out right before Super Tuesday? Yeah. Why do you think both dropped out? Okay, to ensure that Biden has a much easier time. Look, when you give Democrats just a couple choices, they pick the establishment choice. Okay, it would be Biden, Bloomberg, Bernie. Okay, you give them just a couple of choices. I told you when Bill de Blasio was running, the whole thing was a charade. On what planet would you say President de Blasio or President Gillibrand? On what planet? On what planet? You had two billionaires running. One is just now no longer running, but you still have Bloomberg. He wasn't even running for the first four contests. The whole thing is the most overt scam and charade. I don't understand how anyone would take it seriously. This is, okay, Hillary Clinton's going to be nominee. This is not difficult to understand. I will have made the biggest political prediction of all time. I wrote about this. It wasn't just because I have such great respect and admiration for the wonderful Clintons, because they're so honest and just, wholesome. Thank you so much, H.A. Badman. All those things that people say about you, they're just wrong. I feel your pain. People, I guess the man upstairs just doesn't like my face. He's always trying to pick on me. I think you and I, H.A. Goodman, we have a lot in common. A whole lot in common. More than, well, I won't say anything if you don't. Okay, Bill Clinton, whatever you say, buddy. Why do you think Amy Klobuchar dropped out? Oh, what is the whole thing is rigged against Bernie Sanders? That's the reason. So Amy Klobuchar drops out of presidential race and plans to endorse Biden. This is breaking news. Amy Klobuchar, New York Times, Amy Klobuchar will end 2020 presidential campaign and endorse Joe Biden. CNN, BBC, Amy Klobuchar ends bid to challenge Trump. They are, if I'm wrong, then Trump wins in a landslide against Bernie Sanders. So either way, my channels, my writing, vindicated. But I won't be wrong. Look, Hillary Clinton, I was right in 2016. In 2015, NPR quoted me. And Hillary Clinton is not going to endorse Bernie Sanders. Okay? The superdelegates are not going to endorse Bernie Sanders. They're superdelegates for a reason. They're party bosses. The political party to the Democratic side, and this is one of the reasons why Bernie will never be allowed to win. The Republican Party is not revered by Republicans. Okay? I'm not a Republican, by the way. The Republican Party has been as corrupt as the Democratic Party for a long time. Democrats are more corrupt nowadays, but the political parties are corrupt entities. They found legal ways to justify graft and bribery, but it's all legal within political parties. That's why the FEC basically does nothing. It's all legal graft. So political parties are just a way for people who didn't start businesses or don't have any talent to try to find income on their own to just promise a whole lot of things, say that they're going to do this and that, and become politicians. A politician is like an actor. They're just actors primarily. Very few. There's a few politicians here and there. I'll put Trump as one of the people who he doesn't need politics, but he's bringing home Americans. He has record low unemployment. First president to step foot in North Korea. His track record is amazing compared to when you compare achievements of different presidents. The media meltdown, the constant manipulation of everything he says and does in a negative light, that is not indicative or representative of his presidency. Not by a long shot. But you look at what's taking place, ladies and gentlemen. The Democratic Party is revered by oh really? Paul Ryan's better? I beg to differ. John McCain, Paul Ryan, Mitt Romney, they're better? No, I beg to differ. But if you look at Bush, Cheney, Rumsfeld, I beg to differ. Both political parties take turns engaging in real criminal activity. The difference now is that Democrats still have a reverence for the Democratic Party. They will never allow Bernie Sanders to become nominee because they revere their political party. They think that anything is justified as long as, so they'll pick a policy objective, climate change. Well, the world depends on it. So anything is justified by Democrats. Anything is justified by Democrats. Even setting up and framing Trump. Now, when they try to do the same thing to Bernie Sanders, then suddenly people, their ears perk up and they say, wait a second, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Oh, come on. Russia doesn't want Bernie. Well, anything that Democrats don't like, Russia wants. Isn't that interesting? This is the most, it's like a childish, sophomoric, blatant attempt at just simply marginalizing any viewpoint that wants to bring Americans home. Apparently, the one commonality or the one thing that binds Tulsi Gabbard, Bernie's, or one of the things, there's a bunch of things that bind Bernie to Trump, but Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard, Jill Stein, and President Trump is a foreign policy that's scaled back, where Americans are brought home from never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. So President Trump is now yeah, they're good Republicans too. I'm not saying that all the Republicans are bad. There's a great many I like. I like Jim Jordan a lot. I like Doug Collins a lot. A lot of good Republicans. I know. I agree with you on that. I'm saying that the political parties themselves are not good. But and in this case, well, anyway. Okay, Amy Klobuchar Why would she drop out? Why would she drop out when she could have done well? She could have at least garnered some support in California. She didn't even she could have won her state in Minnesota. So she's not even running in Minnesota. It's like, why would she not at least try to win her state? Why would she at least not win her state on Super Tuesday? You know? Okay, the reason is because she's taking one for the team. The reason is because she has no intention of actually becoming president. The Democrats met Amy Klobuchar, Mayor Pete. They all met with Hillary Clinton. Okay? That is... Let's see. Hillary Clinton met with Biden Klobuchar to talk 2020, February 21st, 2019. Why do you think Hillary Clinton met with Biden and Klobuchar, The Hill, February 21st, 2019? Okay. Gee, why do you think they're meeting? Buttigieg meets with Hillary Clinton, May 1st, 2019, The Hill. So then why do you think Amy Klobuchar and Pete Buttigieg met with Hillary Clinton to speak about golf, Brexit, and grandchildren? Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think Amy Klobuchar and Pete Buttigieg and everyone there, why do you think that they met with Hillary Clinton? Because there's very likely a tacit agreement, maybe not, carved into a stone, but there's very, very likely a tacit agreement that, maybe, possibly, Madam Secretary will be running again. And you know what? If it's a brokered convention, which it will be a brokered convention because Bernie Sanders will not get over 50% of the delegates, then you have all of these... all of these people. She's running. Yes, she's running. Yeah, why wouldn't she? Why would Clinton run? My God almighty. My God almighty. Just because people can't see it, the same people who said Clinton was going to win in 2016 are saying she's not going to run in 2020. Clinton was going to run because she can. You think they're going to you think Hillary Clinton's going to support Bernie Sanders? President Obama, okay, in 2016, I know that there's some viewers that don't agree, that's fine. In 2016, there was a populist message from Bernie Sanders and a populist message from Trump. Trump's message had yet to work. Like we didn't have record low unemployment, 5 million people lifted out of poverty, 6 million jobs created, all of these wonderful things. So people did not know that Trump would be a very successful president who would win re-election in a landslide against anyone. The only person who would keep it close is Clinton. And they know this. Hillary Clinton could unite the Bernie Sanders crowd. Even though they talk a big game, they're all going to vote for Clinton. It doesn't matter if Bernie's cheated. He was cheated in 2016. They still voted for Clinton. There is no Bernie or bust. The second you're a Bernie or bust, you're a Tiki Torch Russian operative. So that you're labeled that immediately. You would be labeled that immediately. and then family and friends wouldn't speak to you if you're on the left. So there you go. It's like a real cult status. But in 2016, that was Bernie's chance. In 2020, you have Bernie Sanders, who spent 3 years trying to ingratiate himself with the Democratic Party. It doesn't work that way. He's being used to provide some kind of passionate flame, some kind of message for Democrats to galvanize around. So then he could say, well, at least, he tried. And, if you vote for Clinton, we'll get closer to a Green New Deal. And then just like the Bill Maher thing, well, you might not be, it's the direction you're going. That's the way Democrats think. That's the way Democrats think. It's a tent. It's a coalition. The Democratic Party is not a progressive party. That's what people don't realize. And Whereas Trump, in many ways, is the embodiment of conservative ideals, Bernie Sanders is not the embodiment of Democratic Party ideals. Or I should say, Trump is the embodiment of Republican ideals. But Bernie Sanders is not the embodiment or the epitome of Democratic Party ideals. That's not the case. That's not the case. That's a big issue. That's what people don't understand. So Amy Klobuchar drops out, and it's like, okay, why do you think she's dropping out? She's dropping out because she's not going to support. She's dropping out to support Biden. Biden is not going to be nominee. Biden, the first primary Biden's ever won in South Carolina. He'll do actually a lot better than expected because there's 6 southern states. 5 or 6 southern states in Super Tuesday tomorrow. Bernie's not going to do that great in those states. You're gonna see the delegate count. Bernie's not going to run away with the delegate count. He could run away with the popular vote just because of New York and California. Or he could do a lot better than Biden in the popular vote. But you have Klobuchar and Mayor Pete out. This is pretty much everything that I've been saying. Why do you think they're leaving? I said everyone's going to drop out. Okay? I said everybody's going to drop out. Biden will eventually drop out. Whether it takes him, whether Clinton decides to get into the race and then he gives Clinton his delegates or whatever. The issue here is that Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Why would Clinton pass up this opportunity? Who do you think's going to stop her this time around? Bernie Sanders does not have voters outside of his if he fills a stadium or if he fills an auditorium, fine. He doesn't have even the average Democrat. He doesn't have the Democratic Party. He's taking on the Democratic establishment. That's the whole issue there. He did very well in New Hampshire and Iowa. He has the same breakdown in terms of demographics of his voters, almost the same as 2016. Okay? That hasn't changed much. You can look, even 538 talked about it. So, Bernie's platform is a whole bunch of things that have not been passed by a Democratic House because the Democrats don't want his platform. They're utilizing Bernie Sanders to just funnel votes back into the Democratic Party because Democrats don't have any ideas. They don't have any grandiose ideas. The ideas that they think are grandiose are also ideas that they don't want. Like I said, they're utilizing certain people to just funnel votes back into the Democratic Party. Look, it's not like the way media works and the way Democrats work is this is the following, okay? They don't just simply say Clinton's going to be nominee, you have to vote. You should read the NPR article if I was wrong in 2016. 2016, I said that Clinton would lose to Trump. I was 100% right. So if you're referring to indictments, well, Democrats will wish that Comey didn't cover up Clinton's crimes. So I don't know what anyone's referring to. It's funny. It's like 2016 happens. The whole time I'm telling people that Clinton's going to lose. They say it's clickbait. Clinton loses. They forget that I said that. And then now they're like, oh, Clinton's not going to run. Why? Because she's normal like you? Because you wouldn't run if you were Clinton? No. Hillary Clinton, first of all, has stated that she basically has told everybody she's running 1 million times over. They don't care about cheating Bernie. They already cheated Bernie. They already cheated him. My God almighty. They already cheated him. Klobuchar, and didn't I tell you that Klobuchar and Mayor Pete are out. I said the entire field would just no longer be there. They're no longer there. Now Biden is running on behalf of Clinton. Biden does not want to be president. Biden is not running to become president. Okay? Biden is not running to become president. There's no reason for there's no reason for Clinton right now to enter the race. No reason. There's no reason for Clinton to enter the race right now. Thank you, Eric H526. Thank you. The issue, ladies and gentlemen, is you have a situation where Super Tuesday is going to come around. Super Tuesday is just basically Super Tuesday is a way for Democrats to just make sure that Bernie doesn't get the lion's share of delegates. I don't care what happens. He's not going to get the lion's share of delegates. Amy Klobuchar and Mayor Pete have ensured that. So all the delegates that they would have received are going to go to Biden. Okay, all the delegates that they would have received are going to go to Biden. Biden will eventually give his delegates to Hillary Clinton, which means that Klobuchar and Mayor Pete have given their delegates to Hillary Clinton, essentially. The whole thing's a charade anyway. I have no idea. What happens to the wonderful DNC wonderful emails? Has anyone ever read them? Or did people just forget that they were even written by Democrats? And it's not like, look, they're going to it's all slow motion. You know how Mayor Pete and Klobuchar now have left, and people are like, well, it's no big deal. People are going to keep saying it's no big deal until finally Clinton becomes nominee. Sure, you know what? There's a dossier. There's a Bernie dossier. It's a complete nonsense. Yeah, well, did you ever think there would be a Bernie dossier? It's complete nonsense. You know, so what? So what? There's a Bernie dossier. A fire hydrant? What? You gotta be kidding me. Really? Exactly. Hello. Exactly. Hello. Thank you. Hello. It's slowly coming. You people can say, oh, H.A. Batman, whatever you say, man, it's complete nonsense. I know it. I know the fear, the palpable fear. I know. It's just so palpable. It's just so, my goodness. Just the thought, the notion that Madam Secretary would be running again. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a thought. What a thought, ladies and gentlemen. Glow in the Hobbit! We declare a race. Trump's cancel election, Trump 2020. Nice. Nice. Glow in the Hobbit, thank you. Did I miss a super chat? If I missed the super chat, I apologize. Glow in the Hobbit, thank you. Matt, thank you. So, what can I tell you? What can I tell you other than it's slowly happening? I know. There's actually two reasons why people would not want Clinton to run. One, because I would be gloating from now until the end of eternity. My new name would be H.A. Did you remember I protected Clinton would become nominated in 2020 and lose to Trump? Goodman. Then the next reason is just the horrendous, proposition of, another loss. But this is the thing. Democrats don't realize that the 2016, what took place in 2016 is the worst thing to ever happen to the Democratic Party. The absolute worst thing to happen to the Democratic Party. I never thought this way, but it is true. Look, if Bernie Sanders wanted to win, he could have told his voters, don't vote for Democrats if they cheat, or his voters could have said, we're not voting for a Democrat if you cheat. There's a million ways that he could have won or built a lasting movement. That's another story. But I will say this. It is true that were it not for Bernie running, Clinton would have lost anyway, but it would have been, it was a lot more difficult for Clinton because Bernie Sanders, even though he tried desperately not to, Bernie Sanders, the contrast between somebody at that point who wanted to bring home Americans, end never-ending counterinsurgency conflict, the contrast kind of made it impossible for Clinton to just roll into the nomination. In the mind of Democrats, they said, well, it's Bernie Sanders' fault that she lost the election. If you're convinced, Jack, YouTube. Yes. I know, always wrong. Just like when NPR quoted me. Always wrong, yeah. Okay, don't worry. Just like when NPR quoted me. That's right, I know, always wrong. And then the people who say I'm always wrong, they're like, Clinton wasn't indicted, huh? Like, you're going to wish those indictments took place, buddy. Oh, you're going to wish. Because when they come out with the Bernie dossier, you're not going to be talking about me. You're going to be like, Bernie dossier, what? A fire hydrant? Oh, my God, the Michigas. I did what? When? Hamsters? What? Who purchased this dossier? Trump? Oh my God. What does this dossier say about me? Okay? On Putin and Russia? Oh my God almighty. What? Okay, obviously this is not true. This is a fabricated dossier that, I know we used it against Trump. It's Trump. You're using it against me now. I took one for the team. Hillary Clinton purchased a dossier, didn't she, for me? No. Who purchased it? Deborah Wasserman? Well, then why didn't they just say that it's not true? I know Deborah Wasserman is not Clinton. Say that it's linked to Clinton. Oh no, the New York Times wrote a hit piece on me. It's all coming crumbling down. First Klobuchar and Mayor Pete. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is look at every single tactic that was utilized against Trump. Look at every single tactic utilized against Trump. If you look at every single tactic utilized against Trump and just you know, I'm reading something on if you look, ladies and gentlemen, at what's going on right now, if you look, you'll see that this is all a charade. Now, I just want to, if you don't believe me, let's just say, okay, let's just go back in time a little bit, okay? Super Tuesday, all of this stuff, like, all of this superfluous, irrelevant, okay, oh, Super Tuesday, it doesn't matter. Clinton's going to be nominated. Who cares? Who cares? Bernie's going to say vote for Clinton. All they have to do is pump a negative story about Bernie Sanders, a horrendous negative story that isn't true, based on sources that are anonymous. And then Elizabeth Warren will say, "Did you hear what Bernie Sanders said? Did you hear what he said? He said," and then just fill in the most horrible thing, because that's what Elizabeth Warren. Did you know what Mike Bloomberg said? Did you know what Bernie Sanders said? That's it. That's the way that Warren operates. It could be a million different things. It could be a Bernie dossier. It could be, look, the machine that Bernie is using. Bernie's using the media. Bernie is using the Democratic Party. He used the intelligence chiefs. He fomented their nonsense. He regurgitated their nonsense. The machines that Bernie is using, do you think they want Bernie? They're using him. He's living in the Matrix, not the other way around. He didn't create the Matrix. The Democrats did. He's living in their world. They're not living in his world. He's not going to take over from within. Okay, the whole thing with progressives is that, like, well, we're going to take over from within because our voice will be so powerful. No, they've actually already shown that they're just going to manipulate and they're just going to cheat, and you will, by and large, vote for the people who cheat. That's the issue. That's the issue, ladies and gentlemen. The issue is that it's not... Thank you. Bernie combs his hair with a balloon. Oh my God. Biden, ladies and gentlemen, Biden does not want to become president. Biden is running so Hillary doesn't. It's not that difficult. He was in the Oval Office for 8 years. Okay? he's in the Oval. He barely ran a campaign in Iowa. He's like, you don't want to vote for me? Then don't. Fat. Every day with Joe Biden is like a scene from West Side Story or Romeo and Juliet or the Rebel Without a Cause. Every day, come on, man. And Biden, he cannot survive the controversy of impeachment or Ukraine issue. You're not talking about Madam Secretary, who will delete 30,000 yoga emails. Who, by the way, the judge ruled against Madam Secretary today. I'll do a segment on this. This is not really happening. Look. This is like the Houston Astros. Like if Kershaw was pitching against the Astros last year, and you knew what was taking place. You knew the Astros could have had buzzers or whatever, okay? And it was something like there was like 0 swing and misses with Kershaw on like a couple at bats or whatever during a game. It was something like nuts like that. Look, if you knew that they were cheating, okay, then you would watch the game in a different way, okay? You would watch the game and you would say, actually, Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers and then the Yankees a year before and getting a raw deal, actually, or the Yankees last year. Yankees 1-run games they lost against the Astros. Okay. Hold on one second. Yankees, Astros cheating 1-run games. Okay, so the Washington Post, Astros cheating was an open secret in Major League Baseball for years. God, why didn't anybody say anything? Astros cheated Yankees out of a pennant. Masahiro Tanaka says Astros cheated Yankees out of a pennant. It's true. But if you were to watch these games, then you see like the Astros holding the Yankees to a one-run game. CC Sabathia says the Yankees were cheated out of the World Series. Yeah, they were. You would say, I'm watching this game right now, and actually one team is cheating, so you got to take it with a grain of salt, you know. But nobody's watching that. Everyone's watching the as everything's been coming out, and the more facts we get, it's getting frustrating. Okay, The Yankees lost to the Astros in 7 games in 2017. But when the Astros were home, it was like 1-run ball games. So you look and anyway, the whole point is the following. All right, let's just look really quickly. Okay, I'm sorry. If you look, so game 1, New York 1, Houston 2. Game 2, New York 1, Houston 2. Oh my God, they were so cheated. Oh my God. Look at this, 2017 American League Championship Series. Oh my God. The Astros cheated the Yankees beyond belief. The Yankees, their management should do something. They should do something. I don't know what they should do, but they should do something. Steinbrenner would never allow this. New York, Houston, at Houston. Houston wins 2-1. Game 1. New York at Houston, Game 2. Houston wins 2-1. And now we know that there's like cheating and the outfield and the banging on the trash can and the buzzers and everything. Oh my God! Then they goes to the Yankees at home without the Houston advantage. No problem. Okay. And then so Game 6, Houston wins 7-1. But okay. And then Game 7, they went 4-0. That's a close game. 4-0. Anything can happen. My God, that game was, oh my God. That should have been, the Yankees should have swept them. Anyway, what is the point of this? Why am I bringing this up? Thank you, Carl. Why am I bringing this up? Leo, thank you. The Democrats are like the Houston Astros, except the Houston Astros are they don't cheat compared to the Democratic Party. Okay? I'm just going to bring this up every time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were watching the 2017 American League Championship Series, I've never seen a more egregious. This is unbelievable. They should talk about this. Stephen A. Smith needs to talk about this. This is unbelievable. I'm looking at it right now. I haven't looked at it. The Astros, they should get their rings taken away. They really should. This is not right. Okay, this is a big problem. Okay, forget about that the primary. Clinton's going to win. Okay, enough. This whole Michigas, everything. The whole thing's but this is a metaphor for what's taking place in politics. This is Democrats are the Astros times 1,000. Game 1, October 13th. Let's just look at Game 1. Why don't we look at Game 1? Okay. Oh my God. The Astros even had an error. They got 6 hits. Yankees had 5 hits. Oh my God. And they got all the signs. They stole every sign of every pitch. They knew every pitch, almost every single pitch. That's nuts. That's just not right, man. It's okay. Look, if the guy's on second and is like slider, fastball, like, but then even then you can't can you really see from second as you're trying not to get picked off? It's like, but the camera and the outfield and the trash cans and the buzzers, no, wrong. Can't do that. You can't know every pitch. What's the point of having a baseball game? What's the point? Can somebody tell me what's the point of a baseball game if you know what every pitch, So, Michael, I hope not, but I mean, that's what I think's gonna. The DNC was stealing Bernie's signs, exactly. I just, Madam Secretary needs to hurry up. We're waiting. Actually, what? I'm not going to tell her how to cheat. Who am I to tell Madam Secretary how to cheat? The audacity I have, the chutzpah that I have to tell. I shouldn't. Who am I to say, you cheat the way you want to, Madam Secretary? There's no better person who's cheating than you. No better person out there. You go ahead and cheat the way you want to do it, okay? Hey, Hillary Clinton must testify in email case. Look at that. Interesting. Judge orders Clinton. deposition in Judicial Watch lawsuit. Wow, look at that. I think I'll be doing a segment on H.A. Goodman's other channel on that. Hillary Clinton must testify in email case, judge rules. Wow. Looky. DOJ Inspector General James Comey deviated from procedure in Clinton probe. Really? Did he deviate from procedure? Or did he engage in crimes? Deviated from procedure. Did you deviate from procedure when you broke into that bank, Comey? And took out $10 million and, with a knapsack? Did you deviate from procedure? That's the new line of criminals who get caught. I deviated from procedure. Really? With the getaway car and everything? What a deviation of procedure. It's fantastic. It was a deviation of procedure. Oh. I don't think so. Clinton's VP, I think, will be a woman. Doggy Mon, 83. I think Clinton's VP will be a woman. So, I think Clinton's vice president will be a woman. So, I mean, if you look at what the Astros did, I've been saying that, look, I wrote an article that Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, first ballot. I think that Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Because my whole thing is, I explain that there are a whole bunch of reasons why Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I think, everybody from that era, McGuire, everybody should be in the Hall of Fame. Sammy Sosa, Pete Rose. Yeah, okay, well, you know what? He did what he did. Okay. They did what they did. Okay. But the game itself, they played the game and they didn't know what pitches were coming. And they didn't win rings knowing what pitches were coming. That is the core of the game. They played the game. People went to the game. Baseball was saved by that era. Because after the strike, baseball could have taken a long time for them to return. Pete Rose, no, he didn't even want to know the pitches that were coming. So, if you look at, I mean, there's arguments both ways. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame, but what the Astros did, it's not even. It's a new level, and if they get to keep their rings, put everyone in the Hall of Fame. If they get to keep their rings, Yes, Carl, that is Kirby. Look, if you look right now, there's really not much more to say. I think I'm going to wrap this up. Amy Klobuchar is out, ladies and gentlemen. Amy Klobuchar is out. Mayor Pete is out. You have a field that's consolidated around simple choices. You either want Bernie's movement, which is turned into a bowel movement because of Elizabeth Warren. Oh, that's right. Warren's there. Warren is there just to siphon anyone who could possibly think about Bernie, but more establishment. And you watch. Warren's going to be like, you said this, Bernie? I can't believe that you said this. I never said anything. What's wrong? Are you hearing voices? Does somebody sound like me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts. Thank you so much. If you want to support my voice long term, my Patreon is below. God bless you all. God bless America. This is amazing. Hillary Clinton is just waiting, lurking. It's amazing. Clinton will be the nominee, like I stated. Everyone have a great day. Thank you, everybody. I agree with you. Clinton will have a woman as vice president. I agree with you on that. And ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Great live stream. To my super chat, thank you. Thanks, everybody.